here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be talking about Lord of Fear Aspen in our two videos. I think each day we're going to take like two videos and kind of highlight some variety in our heroes. Yesterday we kind of talked about Lord of Sparkles. Today we're going to be talking about Lord of Fear Aspen in a very specific situation, and that is Aspen Dungeon. We're going to start off early today with pretty much the Ruyi version, because you guys have probably heard me talk about it in tier lists and other places. Ruyi Scepter can be very good on Lord of Fear Aspen if you are pushing through the early stages of Purgatory. Going for like a full speed build, stuff like that, can be very beneficial. You are going to, however, going to want to keep running some more traditional routes with, you know, some crit chance and stuff. Some decent stats there. We don't have some craziness on this. We just have Tree of Origin, don't even have the basic fully sublimed. So this is a very good earlier mid-game type of account, and hopefully we can show off why Ruyi Scepter can be so good. Number one, the speed portion. Getting your speed as high as possible in the early difficulties, very, very important. And then on top of that, we have a much higher chance to do some seed chances. Looks like crit damage and holy damage on the copy. So let's see how he performs. Now this could be kind of sketchy, I'll be honest. We'll see how this video turns out but with 10 demon potions, it makes me feel pretty good. We are at Purgatory 1 as well. So the nice thing is solo waves and duo waves are going to be extremely easy for him to do with this Ruyi Scepter, because he is going to go first, and even with a basic attack, it's fine because chances are we are going to CC the enemy, which means we have no potential of taking damage. Oh no, this is legitimately one of the worst stages. Now, luckily, we go faster than the enemy, but the biggest counter to Lord of Fear Aspen in Purgatory 1 to 50 is still going to be Amun-Ra. You need to hopefully keep her CC the entire battle or kill her outright. And yeah, even pennies aren't that bad because we go faster than pennies. However, that's what we need to do. Now, technically, because we go first, we could probably get away without using a demon potion there. If we use a basic attack and CC Amun-Ra, yes, she does break out of it the next round, but the fact that we continue to go before her is a huge difference from what we are kind of used to in like Purgatory 220 to 300, which we'll be talking about a little bit later today. We have an example of both of these, and I'm hoping this works out in our favor. So even Rogan waves should not be able to outspeed us here. We aren't completely locking the enemies down in the quad waves, which is the only downside. But even going up against, you know, these Sherlocks here, you're gonna burn through their swaps, their cards so quickly, and it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Most of these waves should go down pretty easily, because even waves that have Sherlock aren't that bad. It just can get bad if you come across an Olivia who can do a speed swap. Now, we'll take the gamble here to show you guys the example, hopefully, with a basic attack. Technically, we go before the enemy, so we will use a basic attack because we have a Ruyi Scepter. The Amun-Ra should stay completely locked down until the next round. Of course, CCs only last one round on Amun-Ra, so it will come off of her, but then it shouldn't be an issue getting a kill in the following round. So if it's a solo wave, it's a duo wave, most likely we have a W. This one could be sketchy. Mirax is a problem because we don't have much defense. If we CC the back line, there is a chance we don't have energy for an active in round 2, which means Mirax will use his active and completely wipe us out. So in this situation, I would suggest going for a demon potion just to give you energy and an active skill. Most of these other waves shouldn't be too much of a problem. Now, if you have a second Transcendence hero you can potentially juggle some energy with, that's cool too. See if you can kind of save up some energy on some heroes, even if we're not doing a ton of damage right here. Doesn't really matter because we do tons there and we get the kill. We just don't have much damage reduction in this situation. So right here should be fine. Once again, we go in with a basic attack, we then kill with an active skill, and the Ruyi Scepter really does help us lock down the Amun-Ras. If it wasn't for the Ruyi Scepter, that wave would be very difficult, and sadly, we came across the same situation again where I'm going to use a demon potion because Mirax scares the bejesus out of me. He is so strong. I feel like he could one-shot us with his skill. However, when it's in a solo or duo wave, it's not an issue at all because we just lock him down, eventually get an active skill, It is very, very easy. Oh my god, how many of these are we going to face? Do I just... No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I was like, should I just see for the sake of science? And I'm like, absolutely not, because I want to get this account to the next level up. Now this could be sketchy. Okay, we did CC them. The black hole mark can be strong if you don't properly CC the backline Ithaquas. They can do enough damage to just completely one-shot you at the end of round. But most of the time we should be in a very good spot. There is one thing you'll notice is it's very hard for Lord of Fear Aspen to farm up energy on a lot of these waves, because most of the time 2 basic attacks with the Ruyi Scepter is not strong enough. However, a lot of these waves are going to be very, very simple to get through, thankfully. If it's a solo wave, it's extremely easy. If it's a duo wave, still pretty easy. There's sometimes a chance for them to like dodge if there's a Drake or something. And then we come to the Penny Wave. Penny Wave is typically one of the other hard waves in Aspen Dungeon. However, because we're going first, she never gets to attack, which means we don't have to worry about the reflect armor because we don't take any damage. So that is really cool and one of the big advantages of running Ruyi Scepter. So, solo Marax, not a problem. We should be able to get up to 50 without too much trouble here, unless we come across some really crazy waves, but we do have 6 demon potions, which is a nice thing to have here. Most of the time we're using an active skill to clear out the wave, which means we're ending with full energy full HP. And most of these waves aren't even doing any damage to us at this point. Solo Marax, that's what we want to see. We don't want to see the quad wave with Marax. That's when I'm saving these demon potions for. So let's see if we have enough of them. If not, we might have to just RNG this. Oh god. Luckily we had him feared though. Oh my gosh, that felt so sketchy. Yeah, I guess if you don't crit, you can still run into some big issues here, and it's not like death 1 to 100. You don't have like super high chances of crit chance and all this other stuff. Same here, duo wave of Penny, not a problem whatsoever. Perfect. And then back to solo waves, and this should get us very easily up to 50. And Penny Wave should not be any type of problem. The only way it is for some reason, oh god, for some reason the CC doesn't stick properly. Now here again, we shouldn't have a problem. Yes, we're going up against forces and stuff, but the fact that we lock down the Amun-Ra's is really good, because Amun-Ra in the later stages when she is faster is the hard counter to Lord of Fear Aspen. There's almost no way to clear those types of waves. Again, right here, we'll show you another Amun-Ra wave, not needing energy, just using a basic attack, hitting the back row. We actually got some energy off of that as well. Nice to see. And keep moving on, because our basic attack is not strong enough in order to generate energy, so you're very, very rarely going to get anything. It's going to be a weird situation where like you don't kill with your active skill, and you have to do like 1 or 2 basics to clear out a wave. That's going to be the very rare occasion you actually get energy. Now, since we are nearing Purgatory 50, we will talk about the elephant in the room. And that is the fact that Purgatory 51 to 100 is a special situation here. These waves still not bad at all. We will outspeed the enemy. However, Transcendence enemies become issues, because for some unknown reason they are the fastest things under the sun. So once you do hit 51 to 100, you're going to experience Transcendence heroes that have broken speed, literally broken speed. They have a speed level higher than they should ever have, and you will not outspeed it at this difficulty. Again, we'll watch this one here. The Asmodel will go first, then we get to go, and then the rest of the enemies go. So it's really weird. It's something you have to consider and take into account when you are looking at this here, because you will start losing speed advantages to Transcendence heroes only in this game mode. However, that is a pretty big deal, because if you come across a Sword Flash, you're kind of dead in the water. Here's a very unique situation here, and I'm going to show you guys. When Amun-Ra is in the front row, that is a Death Wish, because now she can apply that mark, and then we will die. I wanted to show that to you so you guys were aware. You are most likely still going to get through it, but It's gonna take a little RNG here and there, and hopefully you don't one-shot yourself. I was trying to show you guys the sword flash wave because it will be the wave that kills you, unless you have one specific thing, and that is the Ranger Star Spawn that gives you dodge immunity offset. If you don't have that and you have no way to offset dodge chance, you will never kill that enemy, which is pretty much just an RNG fest at that time. You just need to hope and pray that you don't face a sword flash, which we're doing pretty well right now. Another Amun-Ra wave. Again, this is going to be one of the more difficult ones for him to face, but as long as he does get that CC off on the back row, you should be in a good spot. And the fact that you do kill and still apply it, it ends up working out pretty well for you. Let's just see if we even encounter a sword flash. So you guys, show you the example here. Again, that should be fine using a basic attack into the Amun-Ra wave. Rack still good. Heck, we might actually make it all the way to 100. Okay, this is another one of the waves where you most likely need to use energy, and this might be the end of the run. I'm not going to use a demon potion. I just want to show you guys as an example. So round 1, we're going to do a basic attack. However, after round 1, we are going to be speed swapped, which means we go after the Sherlock. And as you guys can see, if Sherlock hits his dove, you're just automatically dead. Even if you don't, there's so much attack reduction between Olivia and the stealing attack from the ticks. You are done for. You need to go in with a round 1 active, otherwise you are finished off. But that is the example that I've been talking about, why the Ruyi Scepter is so good from 1 to 50 to get to that first purgatory checkpoint. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Leave a comment down below if you have anything to add about this topic. See you guys next time.